there.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, CT. Tell us some jokes while we go live in the Facebook group.
I'll tell some jokes. Ladies, what do kids play when their mom is on the phone?
Try and kill the sibling.
Board games.
Board games. That's great.
How does the ocean say hi?
It waves.
Yes. You heard me say that one before.
I don't think so, but that one's pretty easy. Hold on, I'm just checking to make sure we're live.
I'll check over here too. What does a house wear?
That joke.
Huh?
The wave one. My 5-year-old tells that joke.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
What does a house wear? A dress.
That's funny.
What kind of shoes does a lazy person wear? Loafers.
Oh my God.
That's funny. Okay. We are 100% live. We are live on the UTizzle. We are live in the Facebook group. We are live wherever else I have this live. And if you guys shared this to your StreamYard account, we're live there too. So hello. How is everybody today? Welcome to Fla-Mingle. And yes, Annie, they are already digging your hat in the chat.
Thank you. Every hat has its moment, and the moment for this one is now, apparently.
So
Is this your first time you've ever worn it?
Where have I worn this hat? Oh, man. I think like one year I got really lazy on Halloween and just wore pink and this hat. I thought about wearing it to the bar movie, and then I remembered that like other people need to be able to see the screen. So like this is I think this is like the big internet debut of this wonderful styrofoam apparatus.
Does it go sideways?
Well, not really.
Yeah, you might not be able to.
I guess I could maybe perch it. Like a fascinator. We'll see. By the end of it, I'll have styled it like 3 different ways, you know.
You need a chin strap.
I do.
Yeah, you can pin it. Like you said, like a fascinator, a little sideways.
I am fascinated. So now that we have talked about Fla-Mingo in the room, in the Fla-Mingle episode, welcome to, this is the 3rd installation. Is that a good word? Installation episode? What do you guys think we should call it?
I think installation. I like episode. I lied. Episode. I choose that.
Well, you know what? I'm probably going to change it next time I say it, but I think I like episode 2. Anyway, this is the 3rd episode of Fla-Mingle, and we are so excited to be here. Hopefully you're watching this inside of the Facebook group that we like, the women bartering. I don't know. I call it the green group, actually, me and a couple of my other friends. But what's it called, CT?
Ready? It's Women Entrepreneurs Referral and Barter Network, helping small businesses grow. Otherwise referred to as We Refer, because that's the slug name up in the Facebook group.
Okay, We Refer. I call it WeTeam. I call it We Meet Wednesdays. I call it all of the things but the actual thing. So I'm glad you're around because A, I never remember what the name of the group is, and B, I would not be on this call that I scheduled unless you reminded me today because I forgot it was Tuesday. So hello. We are community leaders of that Facebook group. And we're so excited to be here with you today because A, we're going to talk about the group. B, actually number 2, we're going to talk about We Meet Wednesdays, right? The networking event that we do on Wednesdays. If you are surprised, it's on Wednesdays. And I think, do all of you guys have workshops tomorrow?
I have a workshop tomorrow.
I have a workshop tomorrow.
I think we do.
We all have workshops tomorrow. So we're going to also give you some golden nuggets on what you can expect on tomorrow. So should we do introductions first? We probably should. Okay, Jody, Please tell us
Yes.
who you are and why you're amazing.
Okay. So I am Jody Solberg. I am a mental wellness coach. I am a licensed and certified master hypnotherapist. I have been an entrepreneur, therapist, and a coach for well over 20 years. And what I do is I help you to be able to break through all those mental blocks and barriers that get in your way from doing all the things you want to do in your life and in your business. So whether that is, those pesky negative self-talk, limiting belief, imposter syndrome, anxiety, trauma, whatever it is, we're whole people. So everything that affects us personally affects us professionally and vice versa. So I help you to be able to resolve those things, to be able to pull them out by the root and put in something better. So you can resolve things like anxiety and burnout and just create more peace, calm, and work-life harmony. So that is me, and that is what I do. I think I'm going to popcorn it over. CT, share your magic.
Hello, ladies. I'm CT, or Kathy Tarbox. That's how you'll have to find me on Facebook. So I love technology, in particular AI, and I love to make things fast and easy and automated. So right now I'm playing a lot in AI with content creation, so people can take their thoughts, their ideas, turn it into something a lot faster. A lot of people have writer's block. We can smash that with AI. If you already have written content, you want to elevate it, we help with that too. And the way that we always get started with AI, though, it has to know your voice, it has to know your brand, it has to know you. So we create your AI twin that it can be used across multiple AI tools so that that editing process is reduced, because more often than not, you'll get your written copy from an AI tool sounding like you. Yeah. So that's what I do. Make AI fun and easy. And I will popcorn over to Annie.
Okay, but first,
Oh,
Annie, did you see in the chat over here, it took Christian like 3 minutes. She loved the hat, but it took her 3 minutes to realize it was a flamingo.
Christian, as I mentioned last week, your enthusiasm rivals my own. And for that, I love you. But I think sometimes when you're a person whose oxygen is enthusiasm, sometimes our brains just stop, y'all, because we've used it all up cheering for and loving and delighting y'all. And so every now and then, the tank just runs out. Like, I feel you. JKN, you're like, I forgot it was Tuesday. I
did.
knew it was Tuesday. I just lost all sense of time. I was like, oh, it must be about noon. And I looked and it was 4. So, yes, you know what? It's okay. It's totally fine. So, today I am the self care police of this group, telling you it's okay if your brain runs out of juice sometimes, because you're an exceptional human doing exceptionally challenging things, and brain farts happen. And you're among friends and family here at the Fla-Mingle. So yeah, but no, I'm not really in the self-care lane as much, except to tell y'all that you need to be including yourself and advocating for yourself in the form of ethical sales, right? I'm sure by now you've probably heard Coach Jenny say, if you're not making money, what you have is just a hobby. I'm here to make sure that you can get paid for your labors of love, because your labors of love are labors. Most people think that they don't like selling or that they'll never be good at it because they're judging that on how they've been sold to badly. We call great sales customer service. We call bad sales sales. That's what I'm working on, changing in this space. We're going to make this a very sales positive space. I'm also hosting Offer Showcase tomorrow, where up to 40 of you can get on the stage and pitch with no shame in that game, and even get feedback in the moment. So I am your sales captain. The Flamingo doesn't have a name yet. Maybe we will name it Christian after Christian.
Franny.
Franny the Flamingo.
Yeah. I thought Frankie at first, which I guess Frankie can be a chick.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I like Fran. Anyway, Christian the Flamingo. That doesn't have any alliteration to it. Sorry, Christian.
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 I'm popping over to Kara before I keep talking.
I love it. I love it.
All right. I'm Kara Laws. I'm a business educator. Mine is always short and sweet. I teach new business owners all of the steps in the right order to make sure they're building their business right, because it does matter and it will bite you in the butt later. And I know, because I've worked with hundreds and hundreds of business owners who we've had to go backwards to make their business work. It's expensive and it's stupid. So do it right from the beginning. That's what I teach. That's all I got. That's who I
It's
am.
amazing. So great. And if you don't know, if you're new to this space, I always assume everybody knows who I am. Literally, I assume everybody knows who I am, but I am JKN. I will tell you that stands for Jennifer Kimfer Norris, but I promise you'll probably never say it. But just like CT, you actually have to look for my name as it is legally pronounced, because that's not true. Actually, you can look for the only JKN and find me everywhere. Actually, now that I've lied to you, so you don't have to know my name. But I'm the funnel badass. I love to teach people how they can build funnels into their business that is not the traditional crap that all of the marketing gurus in the world tell you that you need to do, because it's really important that you figure out what's authentic to your business, your audience, and you don't overwhelm yourself trying to do all of the things that people tell you should do to make $1 million overnight when they probably didn't do it themselves anyway. So Fla-Mingle is one of my favorite things to do, because I love to bring people together and talk about networking, talk about the business, talk about, did I freeze?
No.
Oh, okay, good. Talk about all the things that are holding people back in their business. So everything that you guys said, I wanted to go down rabbit holes with, and I kept my mouth shut, and that is good, because I can go down rabbit holes all day long. So CT, because I have loved how you have said this every week so far, this is only the third time, but please tell the people watching what our Facebook group, what our community is about, and a little bit about We Meet Wednesdays, which the link to join the event tomorrow is already in the chat, wherever you are watching this.
Yes. Let's first take a moment of silence and celebration, and celebrate that we are over 50,000 members in this group. That was a milestone that we reached this week. So hands and gratitude and thankfulness to our founder, Samantha.
Yes.
She created this out of a need for her to connect with women. She was not on social media, and she created this group to connect with other soul-led entrepreneurs who wanted to barter, who wanted to exchange, who wanted to trade for testimonials, who wanted to grow their business, who wanted to network, who wanted to connect. So that is what our group is about. We happen to have a few pillars in our space that make it super easy for you to become visible and connect with other women. The very first place is this place right here, our Facebook group. If you're in the Facebook group and you don't know any of us on this screen right now, the best way for you to get visible in this group is to become friends with all the people that go to We Meet Wednesdays. And the easiest way to do that is click on the members in the Facebook group, scroll down to where you see the people that have the tag WeMeetWednesdays.com VIP. All of us are super enthusiastic about networking and connecting authentically. And we do that on Wednesdays, which is our paid membership. You get a free week this week, ladies, if you want to join. And we network, we speed networker, we do small group connections, we do workshops, we do learnings, we do offer showcase. Where else can you show up, pitch for 90 seconds, and get a paid offer in front of a live, like, virtual audience? And we have roundtable networking, where if you're not ready to make an offer, come and tell us who you are and what you do, and share a tip with us and start connecting with people. And we also have a private membership on Mighty Networks, where as a member, you get 1 day a week, every week, as long as you're a member, to promote a paid offer. And you have unlimited opportunity to talk about best tips, do value posts, search for barter, search for women that you want to do collaborations with. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on and on. So welcome to the Women Entrepreneurs Referral and Barter Networking, Helping Small Business Grow group. That is such a friggin' mouthful.
I don't know.
It's who we
I
are
don't-
and what we do, and you get to learn from the expertise on this panel, but even more so.
So in case you're watching this outside of the group, because I did post it in various places, I did in the comments of the live put the link to the Facebook group. Please join us. Even if you're not ready to commit to networking on Wednesdays, you'll want to soon enough. But it's a great way for you to start connecting with us, connecting with other people in the community. And it's a very, very active community. We just hit 50K, but there is a ton of engagement in that group. So if you want a good sized group that you can get in front of people, and let me tell you another tidbit, if you make friends with the community leaders are going to talk about you and help you grow your network. Just a thing, just a pro tip. So make friends with the people on the screen because we all like friends. Let's see, what else should we talk about?
I was just going to say that everyone should be watching CT. Even when other people are watching, you should all be watching CT because she has like the facials and she's like the chorus line that has all the bonus stuff. It's amazing. So don't stop and everyone watch her.
That's great. Thanks for being you, CT. And thank you for reminding me today was Tuesday again, because that would have been bad. But let's break down workshops. And Annie, when you were talking about offer showcase, I wanted to go down that rabbit hole. So let's make sure we come back to that. But let's talk about workshops specifically. CT, you're up first in the morning, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us about your workshop. This is one of the rabbit holes I wanted to go down.
Okay. Well, we won't go too far down the rabbit hole because AI is a rabbit hole in itself. However, I have found a few tools, my go-to tools for content creation. And you can plan it, you can schedule it, you can automate it, you can repurpose, and you can recycle all of it. So I have a passion for making sure that you're not creating content for content's sake, but using it to add more value to the world. So there are a lot of people creating a lot of AI content and using the generic version just to put content out for the sake of putting content out. I really want you to take your expertise and your mastery and your skills and figure out a way to get that into the world by adding value and connection to your audience. So I'm going to be sharing a few of the key tools that I love to use and getting you started in the content creation using AI arena. And if there's time, I will show you Midjourney. Midjourney is an AI tool that is a text to image. And so if you're seeing all these amazing images out there, or you want custom, unique images for your own, like Instagram or your Facebook, if there's time, that'll be the bonus for the end of the session.
Wait, what is it called?
Midjourney.
I'm writing it down. I was
Okay.
taking notes anyway, but that sounds like a crap ton of fun.
Yes. Canva does have its own version too, which works pretty good. It's called text to image. It's an app. Just use it in Canva. But Midjourney, whew, you would not believe some of the images that come out.
I showed my husband AI for like the first time. He's like a do-it-yourself hands guy who's not on computers very much. I mean, he can build a computer, but he doesn't use them very much. And I showed him AI for the first time the other day, and he was like, "What is this magic?" And so I want to show him more because it was one of the most hilarious things of my life. Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm gonna go find Midjourney right now while we talk.
I showed my 83-year-old dad, and he now gets to talk how he always thought he got to talk to search engines. Because in the search engine before, he would type like, "Hello, dear. What is your favorite mushroom soup recipe? Thank you, Pete," into like Google. And so I was like, "Dad, guess what? You can have a conversation now and learn whatever you want." And he's like, "I don't know. I got told like you shouldn't put certain things in the search engine." And I was like, "Dad, you can say whatever you want." And so I watched my dad be like, "Good morning. If hostas are blooming late, what does that mean about the soil? Love, Pete. And then it like fills in. And my dad just went, wow, and is like losing it. So then he writes love notes now being like, good morning, please tell me a joke. That wasn't funny, but I still appreciate you. Thank you, Pete. I'm like, oh my God. Oh.
The fact that he signs his name is golden. Like,
Every time.
I love
I
it.
love it. I
I
love
have
it.
been nice. Originally, I would catch myself saying, I don't like that ChatGPT, or like having a conversation with him. Like, why am I having a conversation with this AI device? It's an AI device. And then I remembered that someday the AI is going to take over the world. So I want to be on the list of people that's nice to AI so it doesn't murder me in my sleep. But anyway, that's a whole nother
Well,
story.
hang out with my dad because he's going to wind up the mayor at this point. Like every day, words of affirmation, positive feedback only.
Love it.
Well,
oh my gosh, so
but
great.
this is the thing. Like, there's so much power in AI outside of content, copywriting, marketing. Like, we're hearing so much of the marketing side of things. But if you have kids, you could create your own coloring book for your kids based on the character. You can create their own character for them and then do a whole storybook and a coloring book for them. I mean, there are just so many things that you can do. Like, I do focus on business because that's who I like to help, solopreneurs. But I also have parents and siblings that have kids. Where you can go with AI nowadays outside of business is just as phenomenal as the content generation side of things.
What I wanted to add to why you should go to CT's workshop is, and I don't want to give away the farm, but I don't know what you're talking about. So I don't know what you're talking about tomorrow, but you have given me 2 specific resources that were absolutely game changer. The AI twin that you already mentioned is going to save you so much time in all of the prompting that you need to do with ChatGPT. And now it's getting to the point. I don't know about you guys, but I can see content on, we'll say Facebook, and I know that somebody used AI to write it, right? We're all using it, and it's very generic. Well, anybody who's using CT's AI twin, it still sounds like them. Like, it looks like they put the time and effort in. So that's one thing. And then the other thing that I don't want to give away is that I don't remember what you called it, but having to repurposing all of your like live videos and stuff and turning it into a gajillion pieces of content. The first time I used it, I created like 70 pieces of content that I still cannot get scheduled because it gave me so much content. So you should get the link at the bottom of the screen that's scrolling across, sign up. CT's workshop is 12 noon Eastern, 11 a.m. CST. And check it out because I'm sure you'll get at least one thing that's going to change your whole world.
I have a question. CT, are you teaching about repurposing content in your thing, or are you just teaching about, tell me more, say more words.
So the 2 workshops ago, I did the repurposing. I might touch on a little bit of that tomorrow, especially if people put in comments that that's where they want to go. But there are 2 tools specifically that I use to schedule and to create and schedule. So it's less about the repurposing, but there could be time to fit it all in. So but what JKN is talking about, and I just did it for Shoshana. Shoshana and I just met an hour before. This is the high level process. You have a video, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, 3 hours. You transcribe it.
Okay.
You go to ChatGPT, you combine your twin and your transcription. You do an analysis. I have a mega prompt for the analysis of your workshop. Then you can create a workbook that goes along with the replay of the workshop. You can create blog posts. You can create an infographic. You can create email sequence. You can create highlight quotes. You can tell it to chop and change, like at the timestamp where you should cut video so that you can create your own reels. I mean, the content repurposing after that is absolutely endless. from one video. So that's what JKM was talking about.
I gotcha.
So good, Kara. You record all your stuff, right? I know you do because we talk about sending out the replays.
Yeah, I have so much stuff. I have so much stuff and it can be repurposed. And I've had some people come in and do some repurposing, but I'll end there.
Well, we can talk, because the other thing that we can do is, so I have a master's in human performance. So instructional design, adult learning, and a lot of the content that trainers and coaches and course creators put out there does not align to adult learning theories or principles, right? There's a big disconnect. A talking head and sharing information is not education and teaching and moving people into action. So we actually did a prompt that helps her analyze her workshop based on instructional design, marketing, and human adult learning principles, how she can improve the delivery and the structure of her content so that it's more aligned. So
it's the sexiest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I am just loving your dance, Annie. It's amazing.
So that's it. Come to the workshop, learn a little bit more, or DM me. I'm open in the DMs, 15-minute coffee chats. If you're getting started or you want to advance even farther, just let me know.
Yeah, that's what I like, is that you're not only giving people advanced prompts, you are connecting it to how people learn and communicate, which nobody else is doing that as far as I know. So, okay, but CT, we've spent so much time talking about you. Jody, isn't tomorrow your first workshop?
It is my first workshop. I'm so excited. I'm just sitting back here fascinated. I need to talk more to CT apparently about all this good repurposing stuff. Because I'm like, Kara, I have so much content, and was told by an Instagram coach last year that in 2023, I should make nothing new. I should just repurpose everything. So that's what I've been working on. So we are definitely going to chat, my friend. So I am going to be sharing tomorrow how to create affirmations that actually work, that your subconscious actually get on board for and want to help you with instead of blocking you. So when we are taught traditional affirmations, a lot of times it's act as if, fake it till you make it. And then we wonder why it doesn't work, because your subconscious mind's like, liar, not having it, right? Not into it. I know you don't have that $1 million in the bank. I know that you're not there yet, right? And so it's like we're fighting against ourselves all of the time. So the key is going to be how I will teach you to reframe those affirmations to really focus on the process of becoming what you want, so that your subconscious can get a job, right? You can give it a job and say, hey, we're working on it, and it will start working in the background for you. So that is going to be what we are going to talk about, like what doesn't work and what's going to work better. And I'm going to have time in the workshop to actually create affirmations. And then I'll also give everyone my affirmations cheat sheet at the end so that they can have some inspiration to create their own, because that is the other key, is it has to be yours. It has to hit just the right way in order for you to wholly believe it and to get on board with it. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. I'm really excited to see everyone for my very first workshop.
That's really exciting. And that's it. 4 Eastern, 3 Central, yes?
Correct. Yes.
4 Eastern, 3 Central. After Offer Showcase, which Annie will be doing for the first time.
Yes.
And why should people come to Offer Showcase, Annie?
Listen, y'all. Here's why you shouldn't come to Offer Showcase. Do not come to Offer Showcase if you want your mental chatter to keep you from making money tomorrow. Do not come to Offer Showcase if you believe that you are unworthy to take up space. Do not come to Offer Showcase tomorrow if no one on the planet needs what you're selling. Stay home. I mean, you're already home, but stay on the couch, watch Maury, do something else.
First of all, is Maury still a thing?
There is an app where Maury plays pretty much 24 hours a day, and you can discover that tomorrow if you don't come to Offer Showcase, because every week I hear people say, well, I don't know if I should do this today, but I need to get my offer out there, or I'm really nervous, I'm really anxious, but I guess I should do this. Yes, you should get your beautiful hiney to Offer Showcase and open your brilliant mouth so that we can see your brilliant brain and figure out how you can serve us in your very own 90-minute, basically infomercial. Offer Showcase is like the
90
home
seconds.
shopping network for stuff you actually want.
But to be clear, it's 90 seconds, not 90 minutes, because I'm not going to listen.
Oh
to
no,
40
honeys.
people.
It's an hour tops. Thank you, JKN. It's a
Yes.
tight 90 seconds, not 90 minutes. We might even go to a minute. We might even live large and wild and do it that way. But y'all, last week, almost 40 women got up and sold products, services, freebies, podcasts, books, barter offers, exchanges, just words of support. They took their 90 seconds, they made it their own, and stuff happened. And stuff can happen exactly for you too. You are never going to have a warmer or safer audience to pitch to, whether you've been in business for 13-ish years like I have, or you're brand stinking new. Everybody's welcome to take up space in the Offer Showcase. Please,
Can I
please,
tell you-
please. No one can make you do that except you.
Can I tell you my favorite? It's my own rule, but my favorite Offer Showcase rule. It's a no apology space, which means you don't get up behind somebody who's been pitching for years and say, oh, I don't know how to follow that, or I'm sorry I didn't start my timer. You don't have to apologize for a damn thing.
No.
You just be you. You take up your space and
Yep.
you live in the moment, and that's the way that we roll during Offer Showcase.
Yep.
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't probably do this. This offer isn't actually ready yet, and I know that Jody's workshop sounds better, but it's okay because I'm here, and like Jenny said, I should be here, and it's Offer Showcase, and I've been meaning to for a while. You've just wasted a ninth of your time. Okay? Skip it. Skip it.
I love it.
That's 10 seconds that somebody else in the world that needs you could be discovering you. That is precious real estate. Get in there. Get in there. So yeah, that's Offer Showcase tomorrow.
I love it.
How has Annie not actually hosted Offer Showcase before? I'm going to be there. I'm really excited. And then you can come and we can work on building the belief. So take the action and then come on over and we'll work on that confidence.
Yes. And Jenny has been very tightly guarding Offer Showcase. Because it's Jenny, I just want to start making like Game of Thrones references, but I won't. But Jenny and Meredith are on a cruise, which means Jenny has abdicated the Offer Showcase throne, which means this is my Price is Right moment. Like, I should wear a suit. I asked Sam if we could have an Offer Showcase theme song. Sam was like, I don't know if we have time for that, but whatever. But yes, it's
You
on.
just do whatever you want to do. But that's what I do. And then if
This
somebody
week
doesn't
and
like
next
it, I
week.
apologize later.
It's Annieland. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a great time. I could give gifts away. Who even knows? Who even knows? You got to be there to see there. Okay.
The sound effects need to come in, Annie, too. That chick, 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 chick.
Thank you. Right? Very much. I very much agree. I need like a Foley board of like a washboard and some bells and like one of those things.
In your studio there, do you have a MIDI keyboard? Or what's it called?
Stream
I
Deck.
have a music room right next to my office with like way too many things. Oh, look at CT. CT has all the fun robotic tools. Meanwhile, I'm over here being like, I guess I could play my accordion.
Oh,
See, now
please
this is
play
the
your
difference between
accordion.
analog and AI. I do everything old school. I would have to lug a 26-pound accordion into this very tiny studio. CT holds up a box on which an accordion could be but one button. And that, friends, is AI.
Oh my
Artificial
gosh.
instruments. Oh,
I love it. Kara, I'm going through the schedule tomorrow, and the title of your workshop is a little amazing. Number one reason your marketing still sucks. Can you please expand on that, please?
Yeah, so I've recently decided that I'm too nice because I used to be a much meaner person. I've been trying to be nice and it's not working, so I'm just reverting to my old self. It's much easier on my brain just to be the cranky person I secretly am inside. So we're going to talk about marketing and we're going to talk about what everyone's not doing because a lot of people have built funnels with JKN and that's amazing and you should have them and that is step one. And a lot of people have been busting their butts trying to get their marketing to work and trying to get people to buy stuff. And a lot of people have been paying a lot of money for it. And most of those people have no idea why it's not working. And most of those people have no idea what they should be doing and what numbers they need to be looking at and what data-driven marketing is and why you are failing because you don't understand. Basically, so we'll go through it. I'll break it down. Data-driven marketing sounds scary. I shouldn't have even said it because as soon as I say data-driven, everyone's eyes glaze over and they're like, I don't know how to do that. It's too hard. Absolutely not hard. I will walk you through it so you know what marketing's working and you know what marketing isn't working and you can stop spinning your wheels and you can use all the stuff you created with JKN and actually make it profitable because we are here to make money.
I have a very important question. Will there be a spreadsheet?
I was just putting that in the comments.
There
Was
will
that a
be
yes?
a spreadsheet, but guys, I'll make it easy. And I have a couple stories, so I'll just tell you this story right now. I have a client that I've been working with for months, at least 2 months, and we do coaching every week. And I get on and I help her, and we have been. The very first time we talked, I said, I need you to give me your stats and you tell me what's happening. And she's like, I'm paying for this thing. Nobody's booking a call. So the problem is nobody is clicking on. She tells me the problem is people click on my ad and they go to my page and they don't book a call. So we've been spending the last 2 months trying to fix her landing page because that is the data that I was given. And then she happened to pull the entire spreadsheet up that she was tracking incorrectly. She happened to pull it up in another meeting later. And I was like, you don't understand your data. We've been fixing the wrong problem. We've been fixing the wrong problem for months. And that's what we usually do is we're all spinning our wheels because we don't understand how to read our data. We don't understand how to track our data. We don't know what we're doing. We are wasting time and failing at our marketing because we don't understand the basics. So that's what we're going to talk about.
I'm pretty excited. Mostly because I know a lot of things behind the scenes with Kara and I love her stories. But the reason I asked about the spreadsheet is because I'm not sure I've ever seen any spreadsheets as easy to figure out or to implement and actually make changes than Kara's spreadsheets. So whatever she has to give tomorrow, you go to that workshop or the replay and you make sure that you get the spreadsheet because I'm pretty sure it's going to be a life changer for you, especially after she tells you what you're looking at.
Yes.
Your spreadsheets are so good. I have lots of spreadsheets from you.
They're also prettier than most of the other spreadsheets. So, y'all, if you're sick of looking at boring spreadsheets that don't make any sense, I fixed them. They have colors now. They're significantly better. Yeah. And so we'll go through it and figure it out and get you on a good path for your marketing because too many of us are wasting time, money, and energy on marketing that's not working and we have no idea how to fix it. So if you have no idea how to fix your marketing, I will help you.
Let's see. What time is that? 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Kara's time, which is Mountain. And what's next? 3 p.m. PST. PS.
Yep. So come. We're going to learn some stuff. There's a lot I can teach you in an hour. I talk fast. There's a lot we can learn in an hour.
That's great. I talk fast to cram it all back in. Okay, Annie, let's go back to you again. You have a workshop tomorrow, too, on something sales.
On something sales.
Sales objective.
Yes.
I had to scroll to find it. I don't know.
I do, and it's on ethical, enthusiastic, proactive, loving, generous objection handling. because when people ask me, as the founder of the Non-Sleazy Sales Academy, where I see the biggest difference between sleazy sales and non-sleazy sales, the answer is always objection handling. If you hate sales, it's probably because you've had objections that have been invalidated. But we have questions that come up naturally in the course of making buying decisions, and that's really all objections are. If we treat them like arguments, like we've been taught to by a lot of traditional sales stuff, we're going to have problems. If we treat them as opportunities to dig deeper, get to know the client better, we can sell them in a real and lasting way that they'll be glad that they paid, and they're more likely to stay, because twisting an arm is a really great way to sell something one time to one person. No referrals, no testimonials, no repeat business. But if you handle the objection up front, they either walk away with a positive impression of you, even if they don't buy, or they do buy, tell everybody how freaking classy you were, and you have a client for life. So we're going to tackle all the bigs tomorrow. I can't afford it. I need to talk to my spouse. This doesn't work for me. I've been burned before. You name it. We're covering it. Oh, and for the Pete fan club in the comments, there's Pete right there. If everybody can see, there's Cass too, but she's way over there. But yes, there's Pete for folks who wanted a visual on the Pete. So he'll be there in spirit, or I guess I could call him. Give him that free pass. No, just kidding. He's not a lady, so he cannot have a free pass to We Meet Wednesdays. But yes, in me form, my dad will be with us. Pete in the house, talking about how you can stand out, because everybody thinks they can maybe, and it's game over. It's not. That's when the game begins. So let's jump in and tackle it with all of your gooey goodness attached without violating a darn thing. And also, if you don't like data, you need to go to Kara's workshop even more, because data is the second sexiest thing I've heard on this call.
So I would be remiss if I did not make some sort of a comment for Christian, who's always on every live episode the whole time, and say something about data from Star Trek. I don't have any snazzy comment, but Christian, I'm thinking about you while she's talking about data being sexy. Okay. All right, great.
I mean, personally, I'm very much into emotional intimacy. So in that one, that data is not really floating the ship. But the kind of data Kara was talking about, those numbers, those performance indicators, those sexy metrics, I used to hate them too. I also used to hate sales. I am reformed in both. Now I teach sales and eat metrics for breakfast. Legit. Okay.
You know what we should do sometime? And this, I don't know if it's a collaboration or what it is, but somebody needs to do a workshop on identifying the KPIs for your freaking business, and then make people put it into action during the workshop. It needs to be a messy action workshop. Identify your KPIs and freaking figure it out. Just saying, Kara and Annie, that might be a collaboration for you. I don't know.
You know, I actually think Annie and I could collaborate quite well, because if I can get people marketing well and get their stuff in there and get them the leads, and that's what the girl, I told the story about the problem. The problem was actually her sales call. She's getting people booking calls. People are calling her. Her sales call doesn't work, which was a whole other thing. And so Annie and I could chat pretty well to get people from here to money.
So I got to chime in, because anybody that is starting a new business, you have to go to Kara's workshop first. The spreadsheet is not a spreadsheet. It is a tool that helps you know exactly what to offer and for how much to cover your costs and to make a profit. Flat out, hands down, that's what you achieve. No one should start a business without knowing that. And you can't have a business without sales. So learn the numbers, then the sales. Then you can learn content, marketing, Instagram, funnels, AI, copywriting, store, all of the rest. I'm like, this is fundamental. I know this is the thing that's been missing in most most programs. And now, even if you're not starting and you're somewhere along the continuum, you can always fine tune your data, get more clear on what's working and not working. And sales is a skill that you constantly learn. It's like communication. You just don't learn to say the words. If you want to be a presenter, if you want to share information, that is a lifelong skill. Sales is a skill. So by golly, jolly green giant, data, sales, and then do everything else.
By golly, jolly green giant is just.
I know, Jody and Annie, you're relatively new to our space, so you may not know that CT is a projector. And if you're whether you are or you are not familiar with human design, she needs to be invited to share that kind of information. So the fact that she just did, she put her fist down, literally. Did you see her like make the movement? Like, I have to chime in here. I am super impressed. And clearly she needs a bigger soapbox because she feels very passionately about this.
I want to start my affirmation tomorrow at tomorrow's workshop with by golly, jolly green giant. I insert whatever affirmation.
Absolutely. If you identify with that, you go with it. Absolutely.
Because that's how I won't lie to myself. I'll ease myself into like a nice warm bath. I'll be like, by golly, jolly green giant. And my brain will be like, I like this. Where are we going with this? And then I'll be like, I am becoming, and then whatever Jody teaches us, that's brilliant.
Like wherever the jolly green giant is going, you're following. It's going to be great.
Oh, it's so good. And I don't know where this fits into the data and the sales and the marketing and all that thing, but my workshop tomorrow is on how your coffee chat offer should be making you money. So sprinkle that in somewhere. It's a free funnel, and we're going to figure out what your coffee chat offer can be and how you can stop. I know how much Kara loves chit chat, and she absolutely loves doing coffee chats, talking to people about the weather. So if you're like Kara and
She's lying.
100%. If you want to avoid all of those conversations, let's make a plan tomorrow and figure out what your free coffee chat funnel looks like, so that you're taking people to the next, hopefully paid step in your funnel too. And then that's a big zero in the marketing box for what it costs you, except for your time. But, guys, this has been so much fun. This is the longest we've ever Fla-Mingled before, and we're at 50 minutes. So any closing thoughts? By golly, green giant.
By golly, green giant, be there tomorrow.
By golly, jolly green giant. Quote yourself correctly, CT.
By golly, what did I say?
By golly, jolly.
By golly, jolly green giant.
Was that it?
I don't know.
These are the conversations that we have. This is the interaction that we have. Get to know these people. Come to Wednesday.
Yes. Just like CT said, everybody's workshops actually flow together really, really well. And so it's really well-rounded, right? Your mindset and your belief in yourself around your business flows through everything and just weaves through the sales, the marketing, getting the numbers together, the financial part, all of it. So absolutely come, and you basically get the full meal deal tomorrow. So why not be there?
Kara?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you called on me. Okay, here are my final thoughts. Are you guys ready? There is nothing else like We Meet Wednesdays. This is the most affordable and effective way to get good education for your business, to meet new people who can help move your business forward. If you've never been before, it's free. So that's incredibly effective and affordable because it's free. If you're paying for the monthly pass, you are paying pennies for the value that is actually in there. If you talk to people who are consistent and who are there all of the time, they will tell you they have completely changed who they are in the last 6 months. Their business is completely transformed in this last 6 months. If you are not coming to We Meet Wednesdays, you are missing out on a huge, huge opportunity to grow your business and to take those big steps forward.
Doesn't it balance out to like $4 a week? The membership.
I think it's like
I don't
6.
know how much it is. Oh, sick. I don't know how much it is.
I think it's 6.
She could raise the price to $1,000 a month, and I'd say okay. Annie, final thoughts.
You know what? Here's what's up. You got a computer up here and a computer down here. And we're going to start the day by making sure what you're putting in the computer up here is really freaking fabulous. Then, once we convince ourselves that we can show up in the world as a 6, 7, even 8-figure earner, we understand that we got to put ourselves out there. So what are we going to do to put ourselves out there? We're going to get on some coffee chats, and we're going to make sure those coffee chats are actually freaking effective and that we're doing the right thing. And then we're going to continue to nurture them through our fabulous marketing that we've written with our AI twin and monitored, so that we make sure that we're fixing the right problem, so that when people actually get onto our sales calls, we can handle their objections like a badass and prove the affirmations that we set in the morning. Theoretically, you could do all of that tomorrow with a nice break to pitch in front of a totally warm and loving audience. So do that.
That's good.
Do that.
I'm glad I'm recording this because I'm gonna get all that down. My final thought for today is we didn't talk about one other workshop that is tomorrow because Courtney wasn't able to join us today. But she is doing a DIY Instagram audit workshop tomorrow. And let me tell you, if you're trying to do any marketing on Instagram, it's probably a workshop you are not going to want to miss, because last week, the shit she dropped, holy moly, holly jolly giant, I don't know, but I promise you it's going to be good. Really stinking good. So that's tomorrow as well. You guys have been amazing. I'm so glad that you had that hat, Annie. It makes me so, I should take a screenshot. Yeah, let me do that. You guys have been great. Thank you so much for being here. And hopefully we see all of you who've been watching tomorrow. Send us a message, say hey in the group. Let's connect. We want to know what you do, and we want to see you grow in the group as well. So you guys are great. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.